Mikkel, today we're here to talk about your foo factor, not your poo factor. We're having a fireside
That's a totally
chat.
different conversation.
That is a different conversation that parents of toddlers have a lot of.
Frequently, yeah.
But we're having a fireside chat about our families of origin, our foo factor.
What would your family photo say about you when you were growing up, and your family dynamics, your family of origin? I have this picture
Yeah.
of my family.
That's a picture.
It's a picture. Man, when I look at this picture, I think about all the ways that my mom worked really hard to help make ends meet. So she cut our hair.
Yeah, she
I
did.
see some haircuts, and she cut our hair. She sewed us Easter outfits. One time she tie-dyed matching outfits, like in green and yellow.
Wow.
So that we wouldn't get lost on a family vacation. But she did all kinds of those,
She was
all kinds
frugal,
of things.
creative.
Yeah, to help make ends meet and help us have a good experience. And I also look at this picture and think about how close we were in age.
Yeah, you are all quite close.
4 kids in 5 years. It was a lot. And
Popping them out.
Yeah, there was a lot of competition and one-upping each other. And then the family dynamics of birth order, that never really applied to us. It was really common topic in the circles we were in,
Yeah.
and it just didn't really work for us. I was the third kid and the youngest girl,
Okay.
but I had a baby brother, and so lots of people would say, "Oh, I bet your brother gets babied all the time." And that just wasn't really the case in our family.
Okay.
I kind of became the baby of the family as the youngest girl, and I had some health problems when I was born. And then, but I also have some oldest child dynamics. We're family.
I can see that
Yeah.
in you.
Yeah, we're planning this family vacation for next year, and we've been talking about it for weeks on Facebook Messenger, and I got fed up with it. I was like, circle up. We're getting on Zoom, and in 40 minutes, because that's how long I had for my free Zoom account. I was like,
It was a 40-minute meeting.
We had our dates, we had the location, we had a plan. We just got to get this done. How about you?
Well, you need to buckle up. Should I go get one of my bike helmets in the garage for you? My family foo factor is quite a dynamic. This is a picture, it's a really rare picture of my mom and stepdad and dad and stepmom all together. We're out having dinner together to celebrate when I graduated from seminary. I mean, this is really unusual.
Yeah.
They played nice together. We had a great time. My dad even paid for everybody's meal at this place.
That's nice.
Yeah, but I think he was kind of one-upping my stepdad. Like, you are not going to pay for me.
Yeah.
But, there's worse ways to be competitive with each other.
Yeah.
There's another picture of some of my siblings. I mean, I don't think I actually have a picture of all of my siblings together. When I was 5, my parents adopted my brother who was 7
Okay.
and my sister who was 3. So I became the firstborn middle child. There's those birth order challenges again. And my brother and sister are half siblings. They have the same mom, different dads. And they've recently, later in life, they reconnected with their biological family. So there's this whole extended family. I feel like I've met a lot of them, but they're not really, they're my family through my siblings, but
Right.
otherwise not. So then when my mom married my stepdad, I got 2 stepsisters.
Okay.
One of my stepsisters I think I've only seen twice in life.
Oh, wow.
And one I saw every other weekend growing up. And then when my dad married my stepmom had adopted a son when he was an infant, and then my dad adopted him so he'd have our same last name. I mean, just, you can't get much more blended than I had growing up. It was pretty blended.
Yeah.
And then also later on, my mom this was before they divorced, 7 years after I was born, they had another child who's my only biological brother.
Right.
But then when I was in 6th grade, we lived with my mom. My mom moved out. My dad moved into the townhouse we were living, so we stayed places, but we got different parents. Are you buckled up still? I mean,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
like,
I'm tracking mostly.
yeah, all of this.
Mostly because I've heard it a few times.
You've heard it a few times now. Yeah, the first time it's a bit challenging.
Yeah.
But when you look then at their parents, I had these super devout Nazarene Christian grandparents, didn't wear jewelry, didn't gamble, didn't play cards, didn't go to the movies, didn't drink alcohol. They really were kind of all in on this idea of perfect Christian love, being completely submitted to God's will. And then my family came along and messed all that perfection up.
As families do, right? So what would you say about your family of origin? What would a photo of your family say about you? Turn to a neighbor, someone you're with, put it in the comments. Talk about what your family of origin would say about you.